Hi, I'm Arthur, and this is the Brazilian English Podcast. Here, we help you understand real English. We speak slowly. We use simple words. We talk about real life. You don't need grammar books. Just listen, relax, and enjoy. Today, we talk about a very famous and very dangerous man. His name was Pablo Escobar. He was one of the most powerful criminals in the world, but he was also a public figure, known around the world. Some people saw him as a monster, others called him a hero. Let's understand who he was, and why his story still matters today. So, who was Pablo Escobar really? And how did he become so rich and so powerful? Let's find out. Pablo Escobar was born in 1949 in Colombia, a country in South America. He lived in a city called Medellin, and his family was very poor. As a teenager, he did small crimes. He stole cars. He sold fake lottery tickets. He wanted to make easy money. In the 1970s, he started something bigger. He entered the world of drugs. The drug was called cocaine. At that time, cocaine was not very popular, but in the 1980s, things changed. In the United States, more people wanted to buy cocaine, so the price went up. The money was big. Escobar saw a good opportunity. He helped create the Medellin cartel, a big drug group. They made cocaine in Colombia and sold it in other places, like the US and Europe. Escobar became the boss. He controlled everything: the cocaine, the planes, and the people. Every month, his group sent tons of cocaine to other countries. They made millions of dollars. With this money, Escobar bought many things: houses, land, cars, planes, even a private zoo with wild animals. He also paid many people to protect him. He paid police, judges, and politicians. If someone said no, he used violence. He had a famous phrase in Spanish: plata o plomo, money or bullet. That means take the money or you die. In just a few years, Pablo Escobar became the most powerful drug dealer in the world. But with power came problems and enemies. Pablo Escobar had a lot of money, and with money came power. He was not only a businessman, he became one of the most powerful men in Colombia. He had control over police, judges, and some politicians. But his power did not come from elections or laws. It came from fear. Escobar used a simple rule: plata o plomo. In Spanish, this means money or bullet. So people had two choices: take the money or die. He gave money to people who helped him. But if someone said no, he used violence. His group used bombs. They killed police officers. They even attacked buildings from the government. Many people felt afraid. Even lawyers, reporters, and politicians were not safe. In 1989, a bomb exploded on a plane. Escobar wanted to kill one man, but more than 100 people died. They were not part of the fight. They were just passengers. After that, more people started to hate him. They saw that his violence hurt everyone, not just his enemies. But even after that, Escobar still had power. He was rich. He had guards, weapons, and secret hiding places. He lived in big houses with cameras and walls. He had people around him. Some were afraid, others worked for money. The police tried to catch him many times, but it was difficult. Escobar had more money than most leaders, and many men were ready to fight for him. Escobar was a criminal, but many people in poor areas still liked him. In Medellin, some people called him a hero. Why? Because he gave them what they didn't have. He built small houses for families. He made football fields, schools, and health centers. He gave food and money to poor people. Some called him the Robin Hood of Colombia. He took money from the rich countries and gave it to the poor. Of course, that's not the full story. He also used violence. He sold drugs. And he hurt many families too. But in some places, Escobar was not just a name. He was real. He helped with real things. So people protected him. They didn't tell the police where he was. They warned him when the army came. For them, Escobar was not only a drug dealer, he was someone who gave hope. That's why his story is so difficult. He was a criminal, but he also helped people. In the 1990s, Pablo Escobar started to lose power. The Colombian government wanted to stop him. They got help from the United States. Together, they created special teams to find him. These teams had money, weapons, and new technology. They also had one goal: catch Pablo Escobar. Escobar knew the police were coming, so he made a deal with the government. He said, "I will go to prison, but I will choose the prison." In 1991, he went to a place called La Catedral, but it was not a normal prison. The place was big and comfortable. It had a kitchen, a football field, and even a small waterfall. He could receive friends. He could live like a rich man. And he still controlled his business from inside. After some time, the government saw the truth. Escobar was not really in prison. He was still the boss. So they decided to move him to a real prison. But before that happened, Escobar escaped. The police started a big search. They looked for him every day. They used phones, radios, and maps. They talked to people who worked for him. Finally, in December 1993, they found him in a house in Medellin. Escobar tried to run away, but the police caught him. There was a gunfight, and Escobar died. He was 44 years old. Pablo Escobar is dead, but people still talk about him. There are many books, movies, and TV shows about his life. Some say he was smart. Others say he was dangerous. In Colombia, people have different opinions. Many people remember the fear. They remember the bombs, the killings, the pain. They say Escobar destroyed many lives. But other people remember something else. They remember the money, the houses, and the help he gave. They say the government also did nothing for the poor. So Escobar was the only one who helped. Even today, you can see places in Medellin that are part of his story. Some people sell tours. Some sell t-shirts with his face. But many Colombians do not like this. They don't want him to become a hero. Escobar is gone. But the problems, drugs, violence, and corruption still exist. That's why his story is important. Not to copy him, but to understand the past and learn from it. Now, let's go to the vocabulary review. Was born, stole, sold, went up, bought, dealer, afraid, hurt, hiding place, waterfall, caught, run away. Now, let's practice some shadowing. Shadowing is when you repeat what you hear right after you hear it. It helps improve your pronunciation and your listening skills. I'll say each sentence slowly and clearly. You repeat with me. Let's go. She was born in a small village. The boy stole a bike from the street. They sold lemonade on a hot day. The balloon went up into the sky. I bought a new phone yesterday. The police arrested a drug dealer. He was afraid to speak in public. The kids found a hiding place. We took a photo near the waterfall. The dog tried to run away. She was caught cheating on the test. Thank you for listening to the Brazilian English Podcast. Remember, the more you listen, the more you learn. So come back often, repeat the parts you like, and keep practicing. We're here to help you improve your English, one episode at a time. See you next time, and keep going.